It's time to level up your gaming experience. Steam Daily is here to showcase the game releases from 17 October 2023. The game Cyber Knight's Flashpoint is a modern tactical RPG set in the dark future of 2231. Players run a crew of underworld mercenaries, executing high-stakes heists and navigating faction power plays. With elements like stealth, hacking, and base building, players can customize their squad and shape the game's narrative through consequential choices. As the game progresses, players must balance alliances and rivalries while building endless character and team builds, creating a unique narrative with every playthrough. Developed by True's Brothers Games, this title builds upon the success of their previous game Cyber Knight's RPG, offering an immersive experience within a richly detailed cyberpunk world. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game, a creation of the True's Brothers, has significant potential. It resembles XCOM and is a squad-based tactics RPG. The initiative-based system, allowing mixed turns, greatly impacts the gameplay. The stealth system is complex, involving sound and visual cues. Character skill trees offer a variety of options, including multiclassing. Outside of combat, the game features a timeline with events, a detailed contact system, and base building. However, some reviewers warn that the game is still in early access and requires substantial development and bug fixes. The UI is particularly criticized for its inconsistencies and lack of intuitiveness. The game Sumerians is a city-building game inspired by the history of the 3rd millennium BC in Mesopotamia. It focuses on urban planning, economics, and resource management. Players can choose to play the campaign or start their own city, beginning with a small settlement near a river. Key aspects include managing citizens, balancing different professions, providing essential services, and advancing through technological research. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Sumerians is a promising city-building game, reminiscent of Banished and other classics. Despite being in early access, it offers a visually appealing and relaxing experience. However, there are some improvements needed, such as smoother wall replacements, resource indicators, and better river traversal options. The game provides a good mix of elements from Caesar, Pharaoh, and Banished, with a unique approach to job assignment that allows for aesthetically pleasing cities. The production chains, while dependent on transporters, are relatively easy to manage once understood. The game's performance may slow down at higher population levels, but it remains playable with some adjustments. One downside is the relatively limited content, but the roadmap promises future updates. Overall, it's a recommended choice for city building enthusiasts, especially considering the continuous development in the early access phase. The Game Wizard with a Gun is a cooperative online sandbox survival adventure set in a mystical wilderness teeming with perilous creatures and enigmatic secrets. Players can explore the unknown alone or with a friend, gathering resources, crafting weapons, and designing their wizard's appearance. They must be cautious, however, as the potent magic they wield can easily spiral out of control, potentially leading to catastrophic consequences. With magical weapon customization, whimsical wizard creation, randomly generated biomass, and cooperative gameplay, players must strategize and experiment to survive in this fantastical world. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Shadow Wizard Money Gang is a game with potential, but it lacks depth in several crucial aspects. The spell system is intriguing but underutilized, with limited materials hindering exploration. Combat and movement mechanics are lackluster, failing to provide an engaging experience compared to other similar games like Hades. The variety of enemies is minimal, and the game suffers from monotonous overworld exploration and base management. Despite its cute character customization, the overall experience feels underwhelming and in need of further development and polish. The Game Dead Event is an indie MMORPG survival experience where players evolve as creatures in an open world. With over 13 species to choose from and plans for more, players can thrive in a player-driven ecosystem. Featuring an array of gameplay elements, including PvPvE, quests, crafting, and more, the game offers a dynamic and immersive world where growth is both gained and lost through gameplay interactions. Forming colonies and sharing experiences is key to unlocking colony skills and enhancing the overall gameplay experience. And now we come to the reviews. The game Death or Glory is a high-stakes, action-packed card game set in a world where magic clashes with technology. With distinct champions and unique classes, players must master various strategies to defeat opponents. The game offers a challenging roguelike campaign where each decision shapes the journey towards conquering the world boss. With dynamic turn control and evolving variations, every battle promises an unpredictable and exhilarating experience. The multiplayer mode allows players to challenge their friends in a competitive deathmatch, with no paywall for unlocking characters. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game offers strong potential in strategy and deck building. However, they criticize the slow and clunky client with excessive clicks and prolonged menu animations. Despite this, the generous free-to-play model and fair pricing in the store are commendable. The unique resource management mechanics make each character feel distinct, although the UI could be smoother. Some players appreciate the attempt to merge fighting and card games, but others find the game too slow and unengaging. The PvP mode is deemed less compelling than the PvE roguelike, which offers deep and immersive gameplay. While some players find the game slow and cumbersome, others enjoy the variety and distinct mechanics of each character. Despite its flaws, the game has received praise for its graphics and the team's responsiveness. The game Arcade Sundown is a lively, miniature pinball adventure where players are shrunk down to navigate through dynamic, quick matches. Points are earned by controlling the ball, maintaining possession, and strategically scoring goals. In single-player mode, players must outwit opponents and employ various tactics to secure victory. Game modes offer unique twists, with the ball's behavior changing accordingly. Engage in competitive play globally or locally, customizing gameplay to suit your preferences. Connect with the developers in the community on Discord for updates, tournaments, and a welcoming atmosphere. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game offers a visually stunning experience with well-designed characters and levels. The gameplay mechanics are both hectic and satisfying, especially when achieving high scores. However, the AI may become predictable over time, and some reviewers wish for more diverse pinball mechanics and levels with increased height differences. The game is better suited for local multiplayer, although online play would be a welcome addition. Despite some minor issues with ultra-wide screens and keyboard controls, the game is described as fun and addictive, particularly when played with friends. The smooth character movement and balanced AI contribute to the game's appeal with potential for future development. The graphics and sound are visually appealing, creating an immersive gaming experience. Overall, reviewers found the game to be a great addition to their library, perfect for casual gaming sessions and competitive play. The game Skull Island Rise of Khan is a third-person action adventure where players seek vengeance for their parents' demise at the hands of the fearsome alpha predator Gore. Traverse the island's diverse landscapes, mastering Khan's combat skills to conquer waves of primal foes. Unearth the island's secrets, revealing its rich history and the legacy of the Khan lineage while ascending to the rightful throne. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that charging £34 sterling 99 pence for this game is audacious. It's a bad game, with issues including bad combat, bad visuals, and poor level design. Opening the game caused GPU drivers to crash, and the boss fights are boring. The only good thing seems to be the presence of monkeys. It's like a toddler scribble, a disaster in every pixel. Some even question how it was allowed to be sold legally. Despite being a King Kong fan, one reviewer found the glitches unacceptable and the combat dull. They suggest buying it only if it's heavily discounted. The game Meticulous is a gamified personal health companion. It helps you automate your diet and fitness planning, allowing you to define your own measures of success and design a custom program week by week. Meticulous also serves as your guide, offering meal recommendations and strategies for improving your health. It enables you to become your own personal health scientist by cataloging your data and making incremental adjustments to your plan over time. With a focus on personalized planning, it helps you cut through fads to discover what works best for your individual physiology. Whether you aim to lose weight, manage your diet, start a health journey, prioritize mental well-being, pursue creativity, or introduce others to health consciousness, Meticulous can be your partner in this pursuit. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Meticulous is a systematic approach to achieving goals with a gamified science fiction interface. It facilitates habit building through data tracking and enables users to break down goals into manageable components. While primarily focused on health and fitness, it allows for versatile goal setting. The game's tools, including a visualization spreadsheet and accountability partner, offer a structured approach to goal attainment. Users appreciate the flexibility in defining healthy and the assistance in planning meals. The game's complex nature is balanced by its engaging spaceship theme context and helpful robot assistant. However, some find the interface overwhelming and the data input process tedious, with a lack of visual representations. Despite this, Meticulous aids in monitoring dietary aspects such as sodium, protein, and calories, contributing to a healthier lifestyle. Users highlight its potential for diverse goal setting, making it an exciting tool for personal development. The game Legendary Creatures 2 is a thrilling adventure in a randomly generated open world, offering diverse skill combinations, an elaborate equipment system, and a plethora of creatures and challenges. Explore expansive maps, conquer unique creatures, and shape your path with ever-changing strategies. Enjoy the continuation of the series with its enchanting retro art style and fast-paced combat. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game offers great value for its price. The strategy auto-battler mechanics are enjoyable, although some game elements lack clear explanations. Managing 10 characters can become overwhelming and time-consuming, leading to a neglect of strategic choices and gearing. Despite the vast array of characters, the tedious mid-phase of the gameplay loop centered on material grinding is a notable downside. Additionally, the game suffers from translation issues and a lack of quality of life features. While the game provides diverse auto-battling experiences, the rough translation and imbalance in certain abilities detract from the overall enjoyment. Despite these flaws, the game has potential and is recommended by some reviewers. However, technical issues such as game freezes and a lack of intuitive design prevent it from being fully polished. Overall, the game offers a decent auto-battler experience with various build options and unique features, although it requires further improvements to reach its full potential. The game Rise of Gun is a simulator of a weapons store in a world devastated by zombies due to a global epidemic. Despite the prevailing darkness, the main character perseveres, searching for survivors and eventually discovering a small, determined settlement. As a Tan sole master of weapon crafting, players can enjoy the freedom to create unique weapons using over 200 different parts and sell them in their shop. With the option to upgrade the shop and experience a cozy atmosphere, players can immerse themselves in an engaging post-apocalyptic world. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is currently unpolished and riddled with bugs and spelling errors. However, they acknowledge its potential and the enjoyment derived from assembling guns and upgrading the store. The lack of variety and random events are noted as areas for improvement. Some suggest incorporating RPG elements, adventure modes, or skill systems for added depth. Despite its flaws, the game offers a few hours of fun and a promising foundation for future development. The active developer engagement and the game's relaxing nature are appreciated. While the graphics are not top tier, the low poly aesthetic is enjoyable. Though the game has room for improvement, it is deemed worth supporting for its potential, especially for those interested in the development process. The game Love Is All Around is a full-motion interactive video simulating real-life love stories. Experience immersive relationships with 6 diverse personalities while managing debts. Choose between love and money and select your lifelong partner from a cast of captivating characters. Enjoy a first-person perspective throughout the narrative with multiple endings, hidden storylines, and bonus scenes. Watch real actors in real-life scenes uncovering the secrets of flirtation. Explore various gameplay options to uncover clues and alter your fate. Meet 6 distinct girls, each with their own unique charm. Love is all around where nerds create dreams for players, turning their own dreams into reality. Follow us on FB and Discord for the latest updates. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that GUI offers an enjoyable but unrealistic storyline akin to a Chinese drama. The abundance of attractive female characters is noted, although some find it somewhat implausible. The game's affordable price is praised, with calls for smoother transitions between scenes and more extensive interactions with each character. Minor story inconsistencies were reported, yet the multiple endings add replay value. Reviewers appreciate the use of real actors, but some express disappointment in the lack of deeply romantic conclusions. Overall, the game's immersive experience resonates with players, providing a sense of companionship. The game Outlive is a first-person survival horror set in a post-apocalyptic world. After a deadly virus spreads, you aim to uncover the government's involvement by collecting evidence from their labs. With no weapons, rely on your wit and agility to outsmart mutants, solve puzzles, and survive the terrifying environment. Created by a dedicated indie studio, Outlive is a testament to a father-son duo's passion. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Outlive is a thrilling horror game with impressive creature designs. The jump scares are well executed and not overdone, adding to the overall experience. The atmosphere gradually intensifies, contributing to the game's appeal. While it follows basic horror mechanics, the combination of puzzles and monster encounters makes for an engaging experience. The story is interesting and adds to the game's uniqueness. Overall, it's recommended for horror enthusiasts, earning it a solid 8/10. The game Diablo IV is a dark and intense action RPG set in the infamous world of Sanctuary. The Ultimate Edition features exclusive in-game content such as Wings of the Creator emote, Temptation, and Hellbourne Carapace mount armor, as well as an accelerated battle pass unlock. The Digital Deluxe Edition offers the same thrilling experience with its own set of exclusive items, including the Temptation mount and Hellbourne Carapace mount armor. Players can join the battle for Sanctuary in the Standard Edition, which includes various in-game bonuses across different titles, such as Nereus Wings and a Nereus Murloc pet in Diablo III and the Amalgam of Rage Mountain World of Warcraft. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Blizzard has failed to recapture its former glory. They suggest buying Baldur's Gate 3 over Diablo 4 due to the latter's numerous issues. Diablo IV is criticized for its heavy focus on microtransactions, poor UI, and technical glitches, which diminish the player's experience. The game is accused of prioritizing monetary gain over player satisfaction, exemplified by the inclusion of various predatory monetization techniques. Furthermore, the studio's internal controversies and allegations of mistreatment have also affected the game's reputation. The implementation of level scaling has resulted in a lack of progression and challenge, making the gameplay monotonous and uninspiring. The storyline and setting are deemed lackluster compared to the earlier installments, failing to deliver the promised dark gothic ambience. The absence of intricate lore and backstory for characters and bosses has also been criticized. Additionally, the loot system is criticized for its lack of diversity and excitement, with items appearing mundane and unappealing. The absence of notable features from Diablo II, such as runewords and ethereal items, is seen as a missed opportunity to enhance gameplay. Finally, the devaluation of in-game currency and the lack of meaningful ways to utilize it has left the gold system feeling redundant and insignificant. The game Eklips is a score-based endless puzzle. Players make squares around a central dot, with different difficulty modes catering to various preferences. It's an easy-to-learn yet challenging game, offering engaging gameplay for puzzle enthusiasts. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game provides a nice challenge without being frustratingly difficult. The colors, music, and sounds contribute to a very relaxing atmosphere. It's described as a feel-good game, even addictive. The game's pace is comparable to Tetris without any time pressure. It's a stylistic take on the classic Tetris, offering a unique twist. Considering its price, it's seen as a good deal for puzzle game enthusiasts. The game is very relaxing and has an addictive quality. However, some critics find the mouse controls to be slightly awkward. The pieces don't precisely follow the cursor, necessitating careful placement. Despite this, the game is recommended for those interested in a Tetris twist with beautiful minimal art. The game Home Designer Makeover Blast is a creative simulation where you design and build homes based on clients' requests. Explore Blast levels for fun and coins, and select furniture that best suits each client's style. Dive into client stories to understand their unique preferences, from comfort to creating a cozy family space or an inviting place for friends. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Home Designer Makeover Blast is a mobile game that has been ported to PC without much modification, leading to performance issues and intrusive microtransactions. The gameplay revolves around basic matchment as 3 mechanics, allowing players to earn in-game currency for designing rooms. However, the lack of engaging storytelling and repetitive tasks leaves much to be desired. The visual aspects, including bland designs and unexpressive characters, fail to create an immersive experience. While some appreciate the simplicity and relaxation it offers, others criticize its heavy reliance on in-app purchases and a lot of DLC content, suggesting it's better suited for casual mobile gaming rather than PC. Despite its potential for brief entertainment, it lacks the depth and innovation required to stand out among similar titles. The game 100 Steps is a roguelike tower crawler where players must ascend a tower within 100 steps to join the gods' pantheon. Along the way, they must grow their power, explore the tower's secrets, and beware of the consequences of breaking the rules set by the gods. With a medieval fantasy backdrop, players can immerse themselves in a minimalistic world that moves at their own pace. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game is original, beautiful, and addictive. They have been enjoying it a lot. Initially, it might appear to have various complex elements, but it improves with each playthrough. Without giving away spoilers, after spending some time playing, everything falls into place and the experience takes on a new dimension, which they find awesome. The developers deserve congratulations for their impressive work. Many found themselves playing the demo for much longer than anticipated, making it a must-buy upon release. While it might seem a bit complex initially, players quickly adapt and navigate the tower's falls swiftly. Highly recommended for fans of roguelites, the constant unlocking of new elements in almost every run generates a sense of satisfaction and progress. The game integrates roguelike elements, engaging mechanics, and high replayability. Players can unlock feats and other content by collecting shards. The inclusion of helpful NPCs and weapons with limited uses further adds to the experience. The game The Mildew Children Chapter 1 is a blend of 2D adventure and visual novel, depicting the grim tale of a village inhabited only by children following savage pagan traditions. Players guide the young witch Kifl and her sisters through the macabre ritual to save the village, exploring the intersection of fairy tale and horror while drawing on pagan folklore. The game offers approximately an hour of narrative and gameplay, combining investigations, puzzles, quick-time events, and multiple-choice dialogues in unique village locations. Players must make tough decisions, challenging the ancient traditions or following them to the end, while interacting with a variety of characters with detailed personalities and backgrounds. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that The Mildew Children, Chapter 1, presents a captivating introduction to a haunting narrative set in a Slavic universe with a small village following prehistoric traditions. The atmosphere is masterfully crafted, immersing players in an eerie and intriguing world, with meticulously detailed visuals that enhance the experience. The narrative skillfully navigates dark themes and primal instincts within a community of children, creating a disturbing and thought-provoking story. The gameplay seamlessly blends adventure elements and visual novel mechanics, offering varied yet challenging puzzles that encourage critical thinking without frustration. While some praise the immersive storytelling and atmospheric visuals, others find the demo very short and would not pay more than $5 for it. However, many look forward to the subsequent chapters and appreciate the intriguing backstory despite finding the story, script, and characters somewhat uninteresting. The artwork is generally praised, with some reviewers commending the graphic style and overall design. The game Calcium Contract is a narrative-driven FPS where players take on the role of an agent hired by the Calcium Order to confront a defiant serpentine creature on an isolated island. With a scythe in hand, players navigate through more than 20 levels, encountering unique weapons and confronting foes with manipulative tactics. The game combines elements from classic 90s FPS games with a distinct and peculiar twist, offering players the ability to rewind time to rectify their missteps. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Calcium Contract is a charming FPS game with unique twists. The time rewind mechanic adds an interesting dimension to gameplay, maintaining tight pacing even during difficult encounters. The game's custom engine ensures a smooth performance throughout. Despite its initial resemblance to a regular Doom clone, it quickly distinguishes itself with clever design decisions and a myriad of interactive enemies. The levels are complex yet intuitive, providing a suitably challenging experience that feels fair. The grand finale lives up to its description, making the overall experience a satisfying one. The game The Foretold Exordium is a gothic horror adventure, drawing inspiration from classic works by H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King, and Mary Shelley. Set in ancient Egypt, players assume the role of Herbert Westmack, a man well versed in the paranormal, battling through monsters and ancient entities. Explore branching paths on the world map for loot and surprises, and immerse yourself in a fully voiced narrative with intriguing characters. Level up Herbert's skills using persona points and test your character build with skill checks. Refine your deck to combat the dark corrupted forces and gather items to strengthen your arsenal. Delve deeper into the narrative through skill assessments, but beware the consequences of failure. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that the game has a unique style and gothic, card strategy vibes that make it worth a try. Despite its short length, players found it to be a chill and easy to pick up game. The deck building mechanics are praised, especially the satisfying feeling of locking in all 4 slots for attacks. The combination of various elements made the game enjoyable and left players excited for the next adventure, The Foretold. Overall, it seems to have left a positive impression on those who played it. The game DC Dual Force is an epic level combat strategy featuring your favorite superheroes and supervillains from the DC universe. Experience thrilling PvP matches against friends in the world, or engage in PvE solo play with an ever-expanding list of comic adventures. Unleash your dual power and build competitive skills to create powerful duos, deliver insane combos, and earn exclusive prizes with new playable comics added weekly. Represent your favorites with custom card backs and other cosmetics, all in an easy-to-learn, fun-to-master digital CCG. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that DC Dual Force offers engaging PvE missions based on classic DC Comics events. The game boasts intuitive gameplay and a fresh, unique look. It features impressive artwork and allows players to experience the thrill of playing with their favorite DC heroes and villains. Additionally, it provides ample rewards for victories and has a generous free-to-play model. However, the game has faced criticism for being released with numerous bugs and broken mechanisms, particularly affecting the evade and end-to-end functionalities. Matchmaking can be slow, and some card abilities and text are confusing or do not work correctly. There are balance issues with certain leaders, with complaints about the game favoring the player going first. Some cards are considered overpowered, and there have been reported issues with purchases in the store. Overall, reviewers believe the game needed more development time before its release. The Game Acres is a minimalist farming simulation that emphasizes crop cultivation and strategic management. Players must respond to market demands by growing and harvesting various crops, while also upgrading equipment and expanding their farmland. With a focus on nurturing the land, players engage in tasks such as soil tilling, planting, weeding, and harvesting, all while maintaining soil health. Acres offers a tranquil and immersive farming experience with beautiful graphics and a relaxing atmosphere, allowing players to escape the chaos of everyday life. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Eklips strikes a balance between simple gameplay and complex systems. It's a relaxing game that allows players to progress at their own pace. The developer is active and responsive to community feedback. The game exceeds expectations, particularly for farming enthusiasts. The mechanics delve deeper into soil management than other farming games. The game is both simplistic and intricate, requiring attention to crop health and soil nutrients. It offers a super chill experience without pressure or excessive strategy. The graphics and music are beautiful, and the game is relatively bug-free. Reviewers highly recommend the game at full price, emphasizing its playability and immersive atmosphere. However, some find the gameplay repetitive and lacking variety. The game Mosa Lina is a hostile interpretation of immersive sim design, deliberately countering the lock and key philosophy with aggressive randomness. Each playthrough presents unpredictable challenges, requiring players to think creatively without predetermined solutions. True randomness ensures no safeguards, enabling a free-spirited approach to experimentation and gameplay. The physics-driven puzzle platforming mechanics empower players to interact with the environment in unprecedented ways, encouraging innovative problem-solving. With the ability to easily incorporate new content post-release, Mosa Lina promises a continuously evolving and exciting gaming experience. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that this game offers a unique and engaging experience, despite its frustrating and challenging nature. It is highly emphasized that players must be comfortable with frequent failures and unpredictable situations. The game's mechanics involve randomly selected tools for each level, each with limited uses. While the difficulty of each level varies, the game's overall design encourages creative problem-solving and emergent gameplay. However, this complexity might not be suitable for all players, as finding solutions often demands unconventional and intricate thinking. Despite its challenging nature, the game's ability to surprise and entertain players with its unconventional solutions and emergent gameplay is a notable highlight. Moreover, the forgiving nature of the game ensures that even seemingly unwinnable situations can be overcome with persistence and creativity. However, executing these solutions often requires precise timing and platforming skills, making room for humorous mishaps. Overall, the game's unconventional and unpredictable nature, coupled with its emphasis on emergent gameplay, makes it a standout experience for players who enjoy challenging and creatively stimulating games. The game Path of the Dungeon is a thrilling adventure where players accompany Cal in a battle against treacherous bogies who have stolen a dog. With over 100 progressively challenging levels, players must putt, explode, and use a variety of tools like grapple, hooks and laser beams to overcome obstacles. Hordes of bogies patrol each level, complicating the mission. Travel through diverse worlds, from quaint towns to snowy crypts, and unlock new challenges and outfits as you master the game mechanics. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Path of the Dungeon is a delightful and relaxed golf-themed puzzler that effectively incorporates the concept of achieving Path. The game's courses are well structured, allowing for imperfect solutions while maintaining the challenge. The presence of enemies adds a strategic layer, demanding thoughtful approaches to each hole. The utilization of currency for consumable powers is an enjoyable feature, although some find the distribution of power-ups to be restrictive. Control quirks, such as the lack of camera control during shot lining, were noted, but the game's overall tactile feel and charming visuals contribute to its appeal. Despite its modest scope, Path of the Dungeon provides enjoyable gameplay for a casual gaming experience. The game Layover Lovers is a free short visual kinetic novel available on Discord. The story revolves around Dan and Lucia, two individuals from opposite sides of the world who meet during a momentous decision to change their lives. The brief encounter leaves a lasting impact despite their contrasting personalities. Initially created for Non-No Reno 2019, the game has been refurbished for an official release with revamped assets. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Layover Lovers is an engaging introduction to the visual novel genre, particularly appealing to book lovers fond of drama, fantasy, and romance. The well-crafted plot and storyline, despite its brevity, effectively draw readers in, fostering a desire to delve deeper into the characters' emotions and thoughts. The game's short length is compensated by its comfortable and delightful storytelling. Moonlit Works Creation is praised for its satisfying narrative, leaving players both curious for more and content with the experience. The price is deemed reasonable, and the inclusion of 2 kinetic novels in one package is appreciated. However, some reviewers encountered technical issues, such as the game ending abruptly without closure, which marred their overall experience.